Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, and episode 14 of our Bengal campaign. And last episode, right at the end, we declared war on Mongyang. So in this this episode, will be us basically, I was going to say slowly dismantling them, but it won't, it's going to be quite quick, I would imagine. I'll turn the speed down a touch, just because, I don't know why actually, I just felt like it. I'm very impatient though, so when armies are moving between provinces, I always like putting the speed high, but then normally that gets me caught out. Just because I normally end up moving them into, like, accidentally moving them into attacking armies or something like that. So what are we going to go and try and get out of this war? I mean, I would love to take all of these provinces, but realistically, we're probably not going to be able to, because I imagine the aggressive expansion will be quite high. Because we've already, like, Hasenway, 24 mine aggressive expansion. Jampur, not, well, none. None in the east, in the west, sorry. But in the east, we've got quite a lot. So what I guess I could do is, yeah, so what I could do is just leave this war going on for quite a while, like, leave it so I get, like, the call for peace. Because what that'll do is enable me to, oh, look at Orissa jumping on the scraps. It'll allow the aggressive expansion, which I've currently got, to go down somewhat. So I might be able to take some more in this war, basically. Because these guys are fully occupied now. So what I will do is take myself out of their provinces, because if I loot them, I believe looting... Let's have a look, see. Looting... Oh, okay. I thought looting increased unrest. But I guess it doesn't. So I'm not, but I mean... Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it like this for a while. We should probably build a spy network. Well, actually, first, where we're our allies, do we need to improve relations with anyone? Malwa we could probably do with improving relations with. Tibet need to do it a little bit more. Do we want to gain piety or lose piety? We probably could do with losing a bit of piety. And we also just lost an advisor. What are we for ideas and tech? So, yeah, we're just behind on Diplo tech, so we do want a Diplo advisor. So we will go for a trade efficiency man, because that'll bump up our income somewhat. Envoy travel time, minus 33%. Not too beneficial, because most of the people we're talking to are pretty much right next to us. Right. Wow, these states actually make fair amount of money. So, I guess I might as well send missionary there. Once my diplomat is done in Bengal... sorry, what am I about on Bengal? Once they're done in Tibet, I'll probably send them over to Senway, I imagine. Because I think I need to probably... I mean, what do I want to do with Hasenway? I probably want to increase relations with them. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Nation of Tibet, your faithful allies requesting you come to their aid in the Jampuri conquest of Lhasa against Jampur. This is a defensive war where we need to help out our ally. Jampur is allied with Bahmanis, Multan, Gondwana, and Garhwal. See, I think this just goes to show how poor I am at picking allies. Because the thing is, what's going to happen here... Let's move this out of the way so I get the ledger. So what's going to happen here, I'm calling it, is if I accept, I can only I could beat Jampur on my own. I can't beat Bahmanis because they've got like 45k troops. If these guys were already in a war, it wouldn't be so bad, but they're not. This is their only war. I'm going to decline because what's going to happen, essentially, falling it here, is that I lose ducats. What will happen is I would have gone into that war, I would have lost heavily, and they probably would have, like, Jampur probably would have tried taking some of these provinces. At least I don't trust that they wouldn't have done. So as annoying as that is, not really much I could do about it. My trust with them is very low. That's not ideal. So stop improving relations with them and move our improved relations over to Senwi. The only reason I'm improving his relations with Senwi is because I don't want them to join a coalition, basically. Pegu, before we're caught, I will get my first claims. We'll get a claim on Pegu itself. And then we just have to get 2 more claims, and we can fully annex them eventually when our truce expires. I'm not sure when that is. Look. 5 more years, so the truce will probably expire, I imagine, before... Truce will probably expire before the before we've got our claims. How much money am I making each month? 3.56. It's not too bad. Might as well build some buildings while we are at it. Question is where? That's not too bad. Barracks? Any barracks worth building? That's not too bad up there. Any production buildings? Ooh, 0.38. That's good for my vassal. 10, 10. Yeah, that seems fine for the moment. I'll bring my guy back from Malwa, and let's see if we could try and hash out a peace deal. So, taking all of that would bring Senwi, Mongyang, Pegu, and Dali into a coalition. Although Mongyang would be quite small, the Senwi are quite large, I feel. Can I actually make them a vassal? What if I take Pagan and make them a vassal? That would actually make a lot more people really angry. That's a bit strange. Okay, so let's just go with the plan of taking these provinces thus far. I don't want to cede any provinces. Annul treaties. Or reparations. That's about it. So that would currently cause me a... Well, might make people join a coalition against me. So I'm going to get some people... Well, I'm going to try and improve relations with some people. Stop them from being so annoyed. Actually, who was it? It was going coalition. Hasenwi, I'm already improved relations. Mongyang, there's no point. Pegu, there's no point. And Dali. So Dali are there. They already like me somewhat. Let's improve relations with Dali slightly. So I don't, in principle, have a problem with the coalition, as long as it's a small coalition. Anything that starts to get a bit large is a bit pointless. They want military access, sure. They're at war with Ming and Champa. What about Shu? Oh, actually, no, that's a good point. Somebody mentioned in the comments that I perhaps try stealing some maps from people. So I could actually get, like, because I was complaining that I couldn't actually click on any of Shu's provinces. I couldn't see any information about them. So I might go and steal their maps when I suppose with Hisenwi, who do I want to do that to? Probably Tibet, I imagine. That might be useful. But actually, I wouldn't share any provinces with them, would I? So maybe Hisenwi be a good option. Can I get my next claim? I can get a claim. More remain. Sorted. It is coming along nicely. How long have we got, I wonder, until our call to arms? Oh dear. Let's go back and deal with these little rebels kicking up a fuss in Utak. Amazingly, the rebels actually escaped. There we go. Not so lucky that time round. Right, so I maxed out relations with Hisenwi. So would Dali... I mean, it would be really cool if Dali wanted to... or somebody wanted to be my vassal. What about Luang Prabang? Okay, I can't actually click on these people in map mode. Yeah. So I do need, I think, to steal some maps. What about now? Mongyang and Pegu are the only ones who might join a coalition. See, that is working as intended, as far as I'm concerned. Because Mongyang are going to be tiny, and Pegu are tiny, so that's fine. So I don't think there's anything else we could get from this war. Mongyang subjects give up all claims in Bengal. Sure. Lovely jubbly. That's nice. Let's core all of these instantly. Recall our guy from Dali. I really want to try and... Wow, actually no, sorry. We'll send... Start building a spy network in Hisenwi, see if we can steal any maps. And we'll also start building one in Mongyang as well. There we go, building all the spy networks. So I will... I could even spoil some... steal some maps off Mongyang. Right, truce with Timurids has ended. Annoyingly, I think I still have a... Oh, I don't have a royal marriage with them anymore. That's useful. Who is it worth getting a royal marriage with? Who are Delhi allied with? Bengal and Malwa, so the same... Well, I'm allied with Malwa. Oirat. Want military access. Who are Oirat at war with? Ming and Champa. Ming are full-on imploded now. Which is entertaining for me. Is it worth allying Ayutthaya? I don't know. I'm not so sure. Baluchistan might be a nice person to ally, but I don't think they're... Oh no, they're allied with Delhi. Never mind. Land maintenance modifier man. Let's go for him, actually. So even though we're ahead on military tech, and, you know, obviously we'll have loads of military power to use, I can use that to develop provinces, which will obviously pass on other benefits of, like, manpower. Where are all of these rebels spawning? So essentially, I'm not actually all that fussed about rebels popping up. So I'll just put them down, basically. I just got to keep an eye on which rebels spawn first. Ooh, what's this? 75 admin power for quite a lot of inflation, to be fair. What am I currently on inflation-wise? 0.46. I'm just going to use caution. I don't like inflation. You know what I was saying the other episode about, you know, how sod's law that we are now going down in piety is right around the time that I actually conquer provinces that need converting. So I end up going straight back up again. So silly. Oh, looks like my guy in Mongyang got found out. There we go. With that, we'll get our first claim there. We got our last claim here? No, we need 30. Can I steal maps? I need 50 for that. I'm going to steal maps first, I think, before I start getting claims, or at least see if I can steal maps. Still expecting rebels to spawn any second now, but they thus far have not. What are we going to do here? At some point, I do need to sort of accept that I need to go to war with Jean-Paul and all of their good friends. Wow, Timurids are full-on imploding now. Khorasan are actually... What? Jampori Conquest of Kurda. Okay. Interesting. So, it would appear that... Hold on, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm rejigging some of these armies. So I want maybe 2 more troops there. 3 more troops there. Because it appeared... Wow. Essentially, I've just been called into a war as the war... Wow. I guess I'm not even sure how that happens. Yeah, so I've just been called into a war as the war leader. Not quite sure how that happens. At least I've got Delhi and Malwa, you know, helping me out. So Delhi are quite a sizable force. I mean, it looks like pretty much everyone is making a beeline straight for my territory. Luckily, I have some, you know, a nice line of forts that are keeping them out. At least I thought I did. That does not appear to be the case. And because I was paying attention to here, seeing where they were moving, I forgot about these rebels. Such is life. My king, I think I want to make my king a ruler. Sorry, a general, because he's not very good, basically. Yeah, Mom. There you go. Not quite sure how these guys are managing to get round my defenses, but nonetheless, they are. Okay, so Operation Pick Off Small Stacks. So I'm going to come down here, let Jean-Paul mess around up there. Prestige and legitimacy for 80 ducats. That seems like a pretty obvious move. There we go. So we managed to get one of them. And we will... Basically, what I think I want to do is just preoccupy their army. They've managed to pull somebody else into that war as well, which is not ideal. What is actually the balance of forces? Balance of forces, they are quite a bit more. Actually, I mean, I don't know. They're not actually. Oh, you sods. Right, so This is probably not going as intended. Be nice if I didn't have to keep putting down rebels. Right, so we'll get our last claim on Pegu. Or recall... Oh dear. Click the wrong button. Call our guy and see what maps we can steal. Okay. Lovely. Thank you very much to the person that suggested that. That worked very well. And I'll probably even steal another map, actually. So I'll end the episode here, and next episode is going to be us contending with in this war, seeing what we can do. Fortunately, the sort of number of troops are starting to level out as we won that battle. I think, because I've also obviously got admin ideas, I'll be able to use those to get mercenaries should I, you know, essentially have problems. Oh dear, my fleet is still out. Should I still have problems dealing with, you know, if I run out of manpower, basically is what I'm getting at. I'll be able to use my military, mercenaries in my military to compensate for that. But in the meantime, I will end the episode here, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Take care.